Buenos dias, and happy Monday. Great start to the week. And to be honest, I feel very bullish. I don't know why, but I feel like that we're about to see a big move. We're about to see a big move, especially for altcoins. So far, we actually only saw Bitcoin running up. We only saw Bitcoin running up, especially ever since the Bitcoin spot ETF approval in January. Then we had a few altcoins like Injective that actually already made new all-time highs. Obviously Solana as well, but even though Solana did this crazy run, it's still far away from all-time highs, but the rest hasn't really done anything. So we're still waiting for that first altcoin season that will officially kickstart the bull run, because right now we're still in this pre-bull run year, the first bull run year, which is where the entire sentiment is relieving. Everyone is flipping bullish again, but we also need the markets to price that in, because right now nothing really sticks, especially in the Cosmos ecosystem. We see fundamentals improving left and right. Everything is getting better. The tech is great. Everyone loves it, but the price is not showing that on the charts. So the question is, when is that happening? And my guess is that we're now going to see a little bit of an Ethereum rally. We're going to see Ethereum slightly pumping, going upwards, especially now after the Ethereum ETF news that passed last week. And I guess for the next 2 weeks, we're going to see all the preparations being made for the ETF flows to then start and kick in. And then it's going to be showtime, because then we'll see how much demand there actually is. But Ethereum itself holding up strong, $3,900. Let's look into Solana, 166. But as I said, this is still down 36% from all-time high, which was over 2 years ago. So we haven't really gotten close to this yet. I think we scratched at $200 here for Sol recently, but that's still over 25% away. If we look at other altcoins, for example, let's pick Avalanche. I think Avalanche is also still far away, 74% down from the all-time highs. This thing was at $145 in 2021. It's now trading at 37. So even for AVAX, we haven't seen anything. Polkadot, another one, $7.47. This thing was double the Atom price for some time, actually for a very long time. Now 86% down from the all-time highs of $55. This was a lot higher than Atom ever went, and is now below Atom ever since the bear market really kicked in. So that's what I really mean here. Even if we look at Near Protocol, that did have a good rally recently, but still 60% down, was at $20, now it's $7. This means that one, yes, we are in this pre-bull run. Sentiment is definitely bullish, but two, also that we still have huge upside potential. And the fun really begins once we're getting through these all-time highs, once we're re-entering price discovery. And my friends, this time is going to come. Like I always say in the recent video, especially, crypto is 95% pain and suffering, but 5% glory. And this glory is when we're re-entering price discovery, and when everybody's saying, now there is no point of return, we're going to go up only forever. This is the glory phase where we are also all walking on clouds. Everyone is making money left and right. This is actually where you need to take profits latest. But yeah, it's still great to see that the tide is increasing. Everything is bullish again. There's also now a lot of new chains, a lot of new L1 ecosystems like Aptos as well, that are on the main stage now. Aptos itself, $4 billion valuation based on circulating. In fact, already has a $10 billion based on fully diluted. So that's one of the new contenders. And we're going to see a lot more that are also still about to launch. But yeah, this is all for the general price updates. Atom, $8.52, rank 36 now, slightly up today, but still over 80% down from the all-time highs from over 2 years ago. But there is now actually a tool that also factors in the staking APR and also at least some of the major airdrops that we got for staking Atom over the years. So we're going to look into this tool in a second. But yeah, that's about it for the general market updates. Now, one of the catalysts, besides obviously the ETF flows, liquidity, the political stage, Donald Trump, I talked about it yesterday as well, we also now have another conference season. We also just had 2 events by Cosmoverse that we hosted or co-hosted. Cosmos Athens in Greece, our first event that was executed by Interchain Media. Big shout out to them. They did a great event there. Was absolutely sold out. Also saw some pictures and videos. They're probably going to share also an after movie once it's ready. This was an event that happened yesterday. Shout out to all the cosmonauts in Greece. And then today we also had our second edition of Cosmos Berlin. It's actually in full swing as I'm recording this. Here's our agenda. You see it's all about IBC. It's about a Cosmos-oriented chain. We had panels there. It's about a roll-up area with also Near Protocol and Celestia, and also teams that are outside of Cosmos. And this is really what we need, to be honest, guys. We need more events like this. We need to rally a lot more behind physical events all around the world. And we need to scale this, and we need to onboard people one by one all around the world. This is what Solana has been doing for the past 3.5 years. It's not a coincidence that Solana is pumping so hard, that the meme coin season is happening on Solana, that Phantom is the #1 application on the App Store right now. This is not a coincidence. If you think that's a coincidence, you're very ignorant, because what they've been doing for the past 3.5 years is onboarding people physically all around the world, one by one, educating them about Solana, how to use Phantom, what Solana is, how to engage with the tech stack, and also they managed to attract some solid builders, application builders that build consumer applications like Pump.fun that are highly engaging and very, very intuitive and simple to use. Now, this is the result of years of onboarding people physically around the world in key regions, especially like Turkey, like India, also here in the UAE, they're doing a lot, in Vietnam, in Southeast Asia, and a lot of places there as well. So this is really what we need to do in the Cosmos ecosystem a lot more. And I hope that, you know, we can also inspire you guys, the Cosmos community, to, you know, contribute in your town, in your city. If you want to do a Cosmos event in your city, then please reach out. Now, that's obviously what we're doing with Cosmos. Then we also have Consensus 2024, one of the largest conferences in crypto, is happening now on Wednesday, May 29 to 31st, a 3-day conference by CoinDesk. And if you look at the lineup, to be honest, it's very, very impressive. They have Robert F. Kennedy Jr., they have Chris Dixon from A16Z, Kathy Wood from ARK Invest, Mike Novogratz from Galaxy, all the builders, Sergey Nazarov. I also saw that Sunny is somewhere on that list, Sunny Agarwal. We have Pump, we have Lynn Martin from the New York Stock Exchange. We have even people from the US Senate and the US House of Representatives, with Tom Emmer, who, by the way, is one of the biggest crypto bulls in politics. This guy is pushing crypto harder than all of us combined. So this, and also Hester Pierce, who is also, probably Gary Gensler's biggest nightmare and biggest enemy. She's actually very, very pro-crypto as well. And she's a commissioner at the SEC. So there's a very, very interesting lineup, to be honest, and all the people they're gathering there. And you can also go through the agenda here and also go through some of the sponsors. It's also a good kind of strategy to look at, you know, which coins might be hot for next week, or for this week in this case, considering some of the larger sponsors here, because usually projects are sponsoring conferences if they have something major to announce, right? And we have, for example, from the Cosmos ecosystem, Akash Network, they're also having their own conference during Consensus. We also talked yesterday about Saga and how Saga also has their own event. So Akash, Saga, we also have Anoma here, and a couple others in the Cosmos ecosystem that I saw here. And especially here on the builders and developers track, they have a lot of Cosmos people there, right? We have, I think Sunny is somewhere here. We have John Adler from Celestia Labs. We also did an interview with John here in 2021 about Celestia. Sunny Agarwal is here, Osmosis. Then we have Chris from Informal Systems, and also Ethan Buckman is somewhere. I think I saw him on the agenda. Here he is. He's also going to be one of the speakers on the Biddle track. Anyways, that's going on right now. And then also in July, we're going to have another conference month. July is going to be very busy around ECC. The ECC week this time is happening in Brussels in Belgium, not in Paris in France, where it usually was. And we're going to have the Nebular Summit round 3, I think, round 3 or 4. So this is going to take place July 12 and 13 in Belgium. If you want to see your favorite Cosmos heroes, then you should definitely go to Brussels. This is organized by Zep 3.0, Sebastian, who is also running his own fund, Interop Ventures, and also has a YouTube channel with The Interop. And you can see a stacked lineup here with your Cosmos heroes. So if you want to meet your Cosmos heroes, you have to go to Brussels this July. And then obviously later in the year also to Cosmoverse. This is where we're going to have Cosmoverse Dubai, the 4th edition of Cosmoverse, happening later this year. Anyways, that's all about the event season. And I think, you know, this is gonna reactivate a lot of the people, builders, and also retail community, and a lot of announcements that are being dropped that have been kept in stealth for the past 3 months because market was really going down only. Looking more specifically into the Cosmos ecosystem, we can see the biggest winner today is actually Saga, up 15% now at $2.76. And yeah, I think this is going to be very nice for everybody that got the airdrop. And I also want to add one more comment to what I said yesterday, because I think, you know, this whole low float, high FTV stuff where a lot of people have complained about are probably also some of the same people that complain about the airdrops being so small. But you can't have everything, and you have to pick. Especially if you want to have a big airdrop, you actually should want to have high FTV, because the Saga airdrop turned out to be a very, very decent 4-figure, maybe for some people even 5-figure airdrop. And at this price, still Saga implies roughly a $3 billion FTV. And I think the people that got the airdrop are very, very happy with their airdrop allocation in dollar terms. So this is also another angle to really think about this. But yeah, it's just on the side. We have also Kudos up 8% today, Ryzen 7%, Dymension 7% as well, back above $3, Axelar, and so on and so forth. Everything's slightly up, but nothing is really pumping hard. I talked to you yesterday as well about adding basically Stride to your watch list for this week, currently at $1.47, one of the biggest losers today, actually, down 7%. They do have an announcement coming up in the next days. You're going to hear it here first on Cito as well. We're also coordinating that in alignment with the Stride team. And another one I want you to put on your watch list is Sane Network. Sane Network is going to have the launch of the Say V2 upgrade happening today. So this is going to be the first step in the launch phase, the phased rollout of parallel EVM execution, making Say the fastest EVM chain in the world. They already have 0.4-second block times, and being able to do this with the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine under the hood, is very, very impressive. So this is happening right now. The Say V2 upgrade, you can see that this proposal here just passed the Say proposal 55 with 100% of approval rate from the community and all validators. We, the Stake Cito, obviously also voted yes on this. This is absolute no-brainer, and we're excited to see Say V2 come to life. Now, this might also, you know, reflect on the charts at some point. Maybe a lot of this is already priced in after Say had this massive rally earlier this year, because they were, I think, below 10 cents for actually a long time. But yeah, they also were at almost $1 just recently. So we're going to see if this is already priced in or if there's going to be another run-up in kind of celebration of Say V2. Now, as promised, I want to talk about this ROI calculator by SpellDrop.xyz. And here you can basically calculate how much ROI you got on your Atom by just inserting the amount of how much Atom you got staked, then implementing the validator fee, which is normally always 5%, and then your start staking date, whenever you started staking your Atom, and then you'll see the ROI you got here. Note that this is only for those airdrops here. There's a very, very long list of more airdrops. And I'm also not sure if this is pulling everything, because, for example, we got the Osmo airdrop, but then for staking Osmo, we also got a lot more airdrop, including the Pyth airdrop, for example. So I'm not sure, like, this is not all reflected in here, but there are some decent airdrops that are missing. But yeah, this alone, you can see, if you are staking 100 Atom in January of 2021, you got a 664% ROI on your Atom alone with staking rewards, $700. The airdrop from Saga, Dymension, Celestia, this was a big, big, big airdrop. And even though Osmosis airdrop was a huge airdrop. So yeah, this is something that people are not really seeing, right? They only look at price action and they get frustrated. But actually holding Atom is not that bad. And this also answers this question. Is Atom really a terrible asset to hold down only? But looking at those numbers, you should actually not be that frustrated, because you got a lot of airdrops. And I've been staking Atom since that time, right? Since January 2021. So I literally got all of these airdrops. And there's a very, very, very long list of airdrops. Actually, I guess 100 plus airdrops that we got over the years. So, and then some of these airdrops also kept breeding new airdrops. So this is really the thing here. And yeah, this list is far from complete, but it already indicates you, and it gives you those numbers here, that yeah, holding Atom was actually not that bad. Speaking of Atom, we also have this tool here from BronBro Validator, and here you can really analyze all on-chain metrics around the Atom token in terms of bonded ratio. And why is this important? Well, this is important because this affects the inflation rate, the emission rate of new atoms. Right now, we're in this range between 7 and 10% for the atom inflation. We used to be between 7% and 20%. And then after the atom halving, which I also helped co-author the proposal, then we dropped the inflation rate to a maximum of 10%. And ever since then, we saw a dip in the bonded ratio, but it feels like we bottomed out. We're now at 63%. We need to get back to 67% for the inflation to gradually go down to the floor of 7%. But yeah, this might not make as big of a difference for your staking APR, which according to BronBro is currently at 17%. And according to MintScan is only 14%, but I guess this one is correct. So please correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sounds like the Atom rewards are not showing up correctly on mintscan.io. But yeah, that's something to also keep an eye on. And yeah, that's all about that. Like I said, Stay Network, this is probably one of the biggest kind of news for the week. We have the Stride announcement coming in the coming days as well. So keep an eye out for that. And then also lastly, I want to briefly talk about Stargaze NFTs, right? So I talked about it yesterday, how you can also actually get this bad kit for below 100,000 stars. They're still the lowest offer right now, 95,000 stars. The Celestine slots are actually now almost twice as expensive as bad kits, which is crazy to think about. And I think bad kits really are on a steal right now, if you ask me, right? This is a floor price of below $2,000, the best offer at 1,500. But considering that this was at yeah, $8,000 here not too long ago, this is actually a big discount right now. So that's just on the side. And yeah, in that context, also talking about NFTs, we also have Seppmos, who, by the way, just joined the Crypto Cito team. So welcome Seppmos to Team Cito. And Seppmos is one of the best on Cosmos Twitter, always gives great alpha, especially around NFTs. Together with Seb, we also launched the Cito NFT zone. So that's going to come on the website, but we also have it now as a format here on YouTube. So Seb is going to help a lot on that, and also generally on curating information better and helping with script writing, preparations for the videos, and all of these things, right? Because pushing out videos on a daily basis almost is a lot of work, and I'm relying on my team to help me on that. But yeah, Seb also dropped alpha here about After the Filter chapter 4 is in the making, and this might be the one that brings Bad Kids and Sloth together, because the creators behind Bad Kids and the Sloth are actually also now collaborating together on After the Filter. So this is going to be very interesting. Keep an eye out for that. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode and you are as bullish as I am, right? Like, the best time to be bullish really is at the lowest point, where you have maximum drama, maximum fear, maximum boredom, right? And frustration. This is really where you should be maximum bullish, because from here it's up only. And yes, we might see another dip, we might see another phase and chopping around and boring, you know, going sideways for a couple more weeks. But I feel right now it's pretty a low point in crypto, and it feels like we're going to go up only from here. Anyways, let me know what you think, where we're in with the market, and I'm looking forward to Cosmos Summer. That said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and be good.